Oh, hello guys. Today I have a situation. It started yesterday because yesterday I received my plants from Ukraine. It took more than 5 months to receive them, and for sure not all of the plants was ready for this journey. And after reviewing the cactuses, I came to the point that I want to graft some of them, and today I'm going to graft Trichocereus Pachanoi. Here is the way it looks currently. Beautiful crested form. Moreover, that it has like 50% of variegation on another side, and yeah, I'm a little bit worried about this part of the cactus. Some of parts a little bit more softer than I feel like it should be. But anyway, I'll try to cut it on two parts, like here and here, and graft them straightly with the direction of this rib to grow. I also would like to try to save the rooting system with a little bit of body with areolas, and maybe it's gonna grow further and give some other kids. Yeah. So as I said, I don't have really a lot of time to work with all of my plants for today. I just sterilize them a little bit and work over with the fungicide. And this would be our rootstocks. Both of them are Trichocereus Pachanoi. Those are clones. This is the relative of them, yeah, pretty much close relative. And yeah, I'm planning to cut something like this, maybe a bit more, to save the head and to propagate it as well. I have quite a lot of them, but they're mostly finished in my collection because because of the receiving half-alive plants. I'm just cutting the heads. And, like, for example, yesterday I was grafting Caput Medusa. I bought like 4 variegated triple head, but only 2 of them came alive after this long journey, and only 1 of those 2 look okay. The other one is one of 3 heads start rooting, so I was cleaning it. Not very much filming process, but yeah, anyway. So what we will need today, this lamp torch, alcohol, ethyl, cactus itself, some plastics, cactus, knife to cut it and to prepare the surface. So yeah, first thing that I'm going to do is sterilize the knife and work it over with a blowtorch. In my case, I also, after I worked over this cactus with the fungicide, I washed it away completely, and I gave it a little bit of time to dry out. Because I don't want to keep anything. Be careful, guys. Fire safety first on the road to do. As I said, I just have not much time to fix this stuff. I'm afraid the rain will start. It would be not funny if it not hesitate. I think it should be enough. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to cool down. Every time I'm doing something happening, like cutting the finger, something else. So yeah, this I don't need anymore. Let's see. This dude was cut recently. Don't ask me why. It was a mistake I did, but still, I want to use this rootstock. The cut is quite fresh, and one of the reasons why I want to cut it because snails was eating it quite hard. Perfect. rain starting. Let's wait for 5 minutes. So I'd like to start again. Let's see. I don't know how much time it needs to cool down, but anyway, let's try to cut it. I think I need to renew this corky top. Actually, it got dry very fast, like in a week. Yeah, and I think I'll make an angle, like to the top, to the place where I'm gonna place the plant itself. So yeah, one sec. Let me just ensure that it dried well. Okay, fine. Look like fine. So, I think I need to cut somewhere here. I'm trying to keep everything in one angle, in one slice, like this. I don't know how well it's done, but I hope that it's done well, because I don't have really the other options. So, those tops, take them off. Quite tricky situation when your pot is moving. Feel like the soil is too heavy, the cactus is still in a strong stage of growth because of the season, and yeah, pot moving by himself. Okay, here I think I need to take it a little bit. Look like fine, so few left. Okay. And this. No sort of look like it is. I think I'll prepare both of them first, and then I'll cut the variegated form. Stay in here. Yep, everything is fine. So I think I'm gonna cut it a little bit lower. I know that better to cut on top just to ensure that your plant is going to survive. But yeah, in my case, I think it's going to survive anyway, because the rootstock will be pretty fresh and nice. It's not like a wooden stem. But I think I'm gonna cut it somewhere here. Somewhere in here. Okay, like this. A little bit, no, quite more or less straight. Okay, so here's the cut. Is it more or less straight? Let's put this guy somewhere in here. You come here. Right here. Okay. Cheers. Fine. Let's prepare the height too. Nah. I wouldn't recommend you to do those moves because they take in the tissue and kill in the tissue of the plant. And if you wanted to, have those scars like in a beautiful way, because sometimes they look beautiful, you better to make it with one cut. I'm not sure I want to fix it, but and actually a very important thing for those who never tried cuts and watching this video to get some information and experience, I would say better to cut from down to top like this, if you have this option, because when you're cutting from top to down, you might lose opportunity in the end to cut the tissue well, as I was explaining currently. And yeah. Okay. I'm not really cared about those broken parts because I'm going to make it flat again. Yeah, I have decided to make it flat again. So here is our little mice for the experiment. I think I'm going to clean this dirty hand. First wash, then alcohol, then water. That's it. So knife is mostly dry. Applying the alcohol. For me, my idea is not to have sterilized everything like, to the laboratory conditions, but I think you better to, sometimes I'm actually grafting just straight away, without anything like this. I mean, without at least blowtorch. But I'm always keeping in mind that it's not really a good idea, and better to like give some other circles of cleanness and sterilized form of the thing you're working with. Okay, so this guy quite warm currently again. So I think I'm gonna wait for a little, and I'm going to cut this and graft it on top finally. Okay, I hope that knife is already cooled down. Let's move those guys somewhere. I'm usually using those tiles from the X. They're pretty soft, but they gives you opportunity to place your cactuses like this. Actually, I'm drying them like this and layer on layer. I was using that technique, if I may say it like this, to dry them in this position, but still moist collecting in the lower part, and they getting moldy, and it's just not funny. You want your plant to come to the condition to be ready like as fast as it's possible, and you're taking your plant after a week or two and you see the mold there. Better to place them horizontally. So again, as I said, I think to cut it, okay, let's go this way. I think to cut it like this, and to cut it, I think like this. Oh, I hope, I'm praying that I'll succeed with this straight cut. I also think to cut from this part, from this part to down, not to damage this part of the cactus. So straightly from here to the point where it starts cresting. Okay, that's fine. Already start cutting, but this jute is quite spiky, so I'm going to use this thing. Looks pretty much nice and wild. Look at this cut.
See, crested form of the central part. This is a little bit the thing that was making me, unsure, but inside looks fine. There's no signs of rooting. Okay, I need to clean this part because you see it's bumping a little bit.
Or maybe, let's check, maybe. I don't even think that I need to glue it. I think I can place it just like this. Yeah, this thing is quite straight. Okay, the one is ready. Let's cut another one part.
So again, this part is cutted, and I think to go from down, like maybe from here to this part. Let's see.
All it's done just to increase the speed of growth on this plant, because I'd like it to grow faster. Okay. Wow. Interesting situation. I honestly never saw it happening like this.
And it's just, you see, empty inside, but you see, cut it straight.
So I think I'll try to put it anyway. Oi. Not quite flat. Let me try one more time. Should be fine. Not sure how much I want to give it additional cut, but let's try. sorry for not showing you the process of cutting itself. The high res. I think this should be well enough for your understanding of what is happening in here and how you should do it yourself. Very important part is to avoid the holes in between of the cactuses. So let's try to stitch it all together. Those links. Those things are not. Yeah, I think I need to cut it more. Oh. This look like exactly what I need. So wire in her hand. And this way, so this way to fight. I'd recommend you to keep them like this with the stripes. If you're not putting anything like this additional, as long as you can. I mean, they could get broken just after time, and it would be fine. And maybe I'm gonna just put a little bit of weight on the top, just to ensure that I did everything correct and this thing is stuck pretty much closely to the disc, to the surface I was cutting. So okay, let's put this high a little bit aside, this in here. This body look like it doesn't need any sort of additional things to hold him because it's like from here, you know, from this plant. But anyway, for sure, I'm going to wire it. And I really hope it's gonna grow faster than on its own roots. Would be very nice if this thing going to survive. I'll do my best for its health. Already did, but anyway, yeah. This is pretty much the process of grafting. I would say process of grafting of mostly everything we'd like to graft, and yeah. I'm gonna put them in the shade like for 1 or 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks I'm going to start watering it again. And yeah, then I'll see how it's feeling, how it's behaving, if everything is fine. Yeah, and we're gonna wait. I will show what is the result of our grafting process. So I hope that you have any sort of new information or useful knowledge. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon when I'm gonna have free time ahead.
So this is the plant itself. As you can see, no holes in between of the graft, and rootstock here a little bit. So I think I'm gonna put some weight on the top of it. Oh yeah, and just gonna press it down to let it stuck together a bit better.
Finally, I noticed the new growths on the ribs on the center of the cactus, of the graft. I've been expecting it to happen in 3 months, but reality dictates its rules, and only after 6 months I start noticing that they are shooting new areolas, that growth is coming, and yeah, finally I'm ready to share with you my successful example of grafting of Trichocereus Pachanoi. As you can see, the graft shooting not pure variegation from one side. It's completely fine because variegation, if it's present, it's going to continue shooting other parts. It's going to increase in the size, increase the volume, and this new volume for sure would have variegated parts as well as not variegated parts. So it's completely fine. As well, for me, it's quite good news because cactus is going to receive more chlorophyll, so it's fine. Yeah, I've been keeping them for the first months in my garage. I'm keeping it open, and they were standing right on the entrance, receiving enough of light. It was indirect light and a lot of shadow. But at some point, I start noticing that this dude having some sort of root from this side. So I clean the root and I bring them outside and again place them into the shadow place. After I finish the greenhouse, I bring them to the greenhouse, and now they're standing in here. So let me show you a little bit closer how the connection points of the rootstock and the graft looks for now. As you can notice, the flatness of the rootstock completely lost its shape. It's okay because graft should join the rootstock at the middle of the cut, and then it's going to have sort of stem line, the joint line or scar line, where rootstock gives all the nutrients to the graft. So as you can see, the joint parts are quite noticeable from this side. From this side you also can see the place of growth, and as I said, the new growth on the rib of the cactus. I'm seeing it very nice. Maybe it's going to change to sort of marble pattern, and anyway, I would be glad to see it in any kind of look it would have in future. The only thing I'm afraid of is not to burn them on the sun, because for the variegated side it can happen quite easily. Here is the top part of this body. It already has new growth. I keep them out. I keep outside from the very beginning. Right after cutting, I give him like 2 weeks of dry period. It was laying horizontally in the shadow place with a quite good air ventilation. So right after I noticed that the cut place becomes sort of corky, I placed it into the pot, and currently it's growing quite nicely. I also decided to keep this small cut that I did. As you can see, it looks quite green, like salada, and I'm pretty sure it's still alive and it's preparing itself to shoot the new roots, and after it to shoot a new pop. I don't know how much time it should take to happen, but I'm still waiting, and I'm super glad that this cut continue its life. I also noticed that quite often the cuts that you're doing from the top of Pachanoi are really easily surviving this journey, and they shoot in the roots and they becoming full-scale normal cactus. So never throw them away. At least if you want to give them another chance to survive. Even small pieces or small top cuts can be reproduced. The fate of the rootstock of those grafts, unfortunately, not that happy. It started rooting as I was expecting, and I was not able, unfortunately, to save it. So yeah, guys, now I hope you know how to graft them, how to save your cactuses, and I hope you'll use those knowledges in future in your gardening.